All right, today let's implement the concept of streaming data ingestion. We'll be using event stream to implement the concepts, and as the destination, we'll be using Lakehouse. So let's implement this flow diagram step by step. All right, I'm in my workspace. So let's first things first, we need to create our destination because our source is event stream, right? So our destination is lake house. I'll click on new item, then search here lake house. Lake house is our central storage for raw and processed data. Let's give a name like lake house destination or target. Anything is fine. Let's click on create now. All right. Currently, my lake house doesn't contain any table. It has the default DBO schema. So let's populate one target table in DBO schema from our event house source, event stream source, sorry. So let's duplicate this tab. Now let's go to our workspace. I need to create one event stream. I'll go to new item. Let's search here event stream. I'll click here. So event stream captures the streaming data from source like IoT, logs, and API. We'll see this in action now. Let's give a name event stream. I'll write source because it will be our source of data. I'll click on create. And now if we look, so we got a variety of sources. If I click on connect to data sources, so here we have the recommended as Azure Event Hubs, then Azure IoT Hub. If you're familiar about Azure, you might be knowing all this. But apart from that, if I click on new, now more options pop up. If you look, Apache Kafka is there, Cosmos DB, and tons of others as well. PostgreSQL, we have database CDCs as well, MongoDB. There's a like tons of list here. So we'll go the simplest route for this tutorial. I'll close this. I'll use the sample data provided by Fabric itself. I'll use sample data. I'll use the bicycles one. So the bicycle data. I'll click on add, and there we go. We get a cool looking event stream interface where it shows how the data flows. So it's currently loading. Once our data is available, we'll be getting in the data preview. Now here we got the data. It shows data from the last hour. We can refresh the data as per our convenience. So last hour looks good. Now let's say I want to do some kind of transformations. So there are some ready-made as well. Also, I can click here, transform events. I got the filter, and here first things first, I need to connect to a source. Otherwise, this will be grayed out, right? Because this filter doesn't contain any source. If I connect now this arrow, so the data will flow here, and now we'll get some source. So we can give a name to our filter like filter nulls. And here, let's say I want to check the primary key. Let's say bike point ID is our primary key. I want to check that it shouldn't contain any kind of null or empty values, right? Which is the basic check for any data engineering task. So here I'll select is not null or empty, right? Let's click on save. So now I have done a basic transformation, removing the null and the empty values. Now, if you look, there is no destination. So let's add a destination by clicking on here, add destination. So remember, our destination is lake house. Previously, remember, we have created this as the first step, our destination, lake house destination. So now let's create one table in the DBO schema. We can do this in the event um, stream itself directly. I'll click on the lake house. So here again, we need to connect, drag and drop this. And now let's we can give a destination name as per our choice. So it has by default selected our workspace, which is fine. Now my lake house name is lake house destination, because if you look here, the name is lake house destination. We have selected the destination. Now we got to create one table, because if you look here, the DBO schema is empty, right? We don't have any destination table. We can directly do this in the event stream by clicking on create new. So here, if you look, we got an option to select the existing schema. If you don't want to populate your tables in default DBO schema, we can create a new schema anytime by switching on here SQL endpoint analytics, SQL analytics endpoint, right? You're aware of it. So we can do it later, but for the simplicity of this tutorial, we'll use DBO schema. I'll give the name as something like bicycle delta table. Now let's click on done, and I'll keep as it is the input data format. So this looks good, the JSON. So here we have the checkbox activate ingestion after adding the data source. So this looks good. I'll click on the save. Now if you look at the error and everything is gone, right? And now let's click on publish. So as soon as we click on the publish, our flow will start. Let's click on publish. So it's committing the topology, and there we go, successfully published, it says. And if you look here, it says loading, and our checks and everything, the primary ID, that is bike point ID, is not null or empty. Those things are now going on. So let's wait. This will take around 5 minutes to complete, and shortly we'll be seeing the target table here, our bicycles delta table here. So let's wait till this flow gets completed. All right, looks like our data got loaded here. So now we can see the active is there, both here in the source, that is the bicycle sample data, and our target lake house. Let's check it out in lake house now. We need to refresh it so that the target table appears. Let's refresh the web page as well. And I've done a quick check from my end. So if you don't see the table appearing in the lake house, then you can check in the data preview. Once it's available in the data preview here in the event stream, probably after 30 seconds or something, your table will be available here. So now if you look, our table is now available. So please note, it takes some time. It's not I'll say instantaneous, but it appears I'll say in a very short period. So here we are with the data. Now from here we can take any direction. We can create dimension models, like we can create fact and dimensions out of it. We can toggle a SQL analytics endpoint. I'll click here, so that now I can run SQL commands and query the data. I'll run the most simplest command here, that is the count. I'll click on new query. I'll run the select count one, so as to check whether I'm able to query my target table, which I loaded from the event stream, and it works. 3240 is the total number of rows here. So looks good. So that's what it goes for keeping this tutorial short and simple with respect to ingesting streaming data. I hope you found this tutorial helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Let's meet in our next lecture.